I'm Gary Ritter, and I am currently the city administrator for the city of Okeechobee. You know, the Cattlemen Square project is important for several reasons. The first is that we feel like it's going to showcase the heritage of our community. We're an agricultural community. We feel like this is going to bring you know, something to our community that people will not only in this community appreciate, but outside of the community, when they come in, they can see what Okeechobee is all about. And what we were really founded on was agriculture.
You're here in park number 5. This is where the Cattlemen Sculpture Project is going to go. As you can see, it's under construction right now, but I'm going to give you an idea of
The project is important to me because I was wanting to bring arts to the community. When I moved here almost 30 years ago as an artist, there really wasn't a vibrant art community or area, and I became a part of Mainstreet because I found that through Mainstreet programs, the arts thrive. When you have arts in a rural community, it uplifts that community more so than maybe in some of your bigger cities. So that was important to me, and the way that we went about it was to win the hearts of the community for the arts, and how the value of the arts was to base it on what the community is about. So everything we do with the arts here in Okeechobee has to do with the lifestyle, heritage, history, and anything anything to do with families. So that's kind of how it came about, and just once we decided to go forward with it, it just kept building and building, and it's been a great delight to see how much the community has come and supported this project.
So I was actually the executive director of Mainstreet about 6 years ago, but I returned at the beginning of February. It is something that I'm extremely passionate about. So Mainstreets actually are about arts and culture and bringing it to the downtown and to the community as a whole. And we also really want to focus on the businesses downtown too, so that's important.
We've discovered that rural communities really need the arts more than your bigger cities. There's plenty of funding and money when you're in the bigger cities here in Florida, but in a small community, people kind of get lost. And I think for Okeechobee, there's a need, whether it's through the cattle drive sculptures or the sculptures coming into play. It's going to reflect what this community is all about. It's going to be unique. If you're traveling to come to this area, you're going to see artwork and the culture reflected on what this community is about. And I feel good. It's been probably 18 years in the workings for me to see something like this come about, and to see the city come on board with it, and the county and the people to understand that this is going to be a really good thing for the community.
We're bringing some sense of awareness to the surrounding communities, and it's going to bring in businesses. It's going to help our local businesses all along Park Street, and that's important to our community, because we are what we call a community of economic opportunity, and our economy isn't the greatest, so we feel like it's going to bring a boost to our economy.
I'm hoping that the project is going to bring, we're going to be able to continue bringing more art into the area. I'm on the art end of it, so I want to see the downtown become a destination for the arts. I want people to come for that, and I know that this cattle drive is going to, I know it's going to bring people to the area. We're at a crossroads, or right in the middle of almost of the state, 2 hours away from some of the bigger communities. And I really believe people are going to come to see this. And so once this gets going and it's installed, then we'll go to the next park and the next park, to where we have a vision of art sculptures in every one of the parks, again, to bring an economic impact to the community, bring people downtown, and again, like we stated before, it would be a destination for this area.
We feel like this will help us bring together additional themes. For example, we are a community that we've got the Seminole tribe. We have a Seminole reservation. We have Lake Okeechobee, which is renowned for its bass fishing. It's renowned for its speck fishing, speckled perch. As we move on in the future and we're able to get funding for the rest of these parks, we think it's going to bring, showcase not only our central area in town, but it will bring people, it'll almost make this community a destination spot rather than something that they just drive through and maybe not even spend any time in.
I believe Cattlemen Square is going to bring significantly amount of people to this area and to Park Street. And it's going to be something that everyone wants to visit and check out at least one time. I think it's going to draw some attention from the State Road 70 with all the cattle and the different things that are going into it. I've watched a little bit of it on Facebook, how they're creating the bulls and how they're making them and casting them and all that stuff, and it's really, really interesting story. So
Cattlemen Square, we are so excited about that. Whenever we get it installed, everybody's going to be so amazed at how awesome the sculptures look. We have an artist out of Utah that has been working on that, and they're magnificent. It's going to bring art to downtown, and it will help enrich the community, and it's especially going to impact our youth.
I think it's important with any community, especially for the youth, is to understand the history, especially of a small community like this. This community can be misunderstood if you're from another area. I misunderstood it. And so when you learn about the history and the richness of the history and the closeness of the community, then it's something that's very important for the younger generation.
The history of Okeechobee is not only important to those who kind of came before us, it's our way of appreciating the contributions that they've made to this community, but it's also a way of kind of extending their legacy. It's kind of their legacy that we're gonna bring to the next generation. It's extremely important that we are able to capture our history, and we are able to share our history with the next generations so that they can more appreciate what this community was all about and how it was founded. It gives us an opportunity to recognize those that have helped build the community in the past. So I think it's a great tribute to what they've done with the community.
Seeing the community come together with us on this project has been astounding. Like, we've got the county, the city, the private foundation, the Frank Altobello Foundation. TDC is on board with us. They've given us a lot of money, and all the donors out there from $5 on up to $50,000, they've all been collected to bring this project forward. And once this comes in, I know the next park is going to be, as you know, we're going to be doing our projects, it's going to help us along for all the other parks. So absolutely, this is going to be a big game changer for the downtown area.
We're really excited about it, and we want to just really thank all of our donors and sponsors for helping us reach this goal and get this art piece down here. But we do need some help, you know, with the other parks, so we will be looking towards the community to help us support those. And we're always looking for additional support for the Main Street organization. So, you know, we just ask that everybody follow our Facebook pages and just keep an eye out for what's coming next.